Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, they're playing some movie outside. This is what I thought, actually. But my wife, she listened to the audio, and she told me that it's actually a documentary concerning religion. How religions tell you to come and then they make people crazy. So it's actually a documentary on religion, atheistic, demonic government. They come in a place like this. I mean, this is quite poor people. These are peasants. They have no thinking power, you know. Whatever you tell them, they will believe. So you put a documentary on religion here, and you have those peasants believe whatever they see. And in this way you reinforce their thinking that religions are bad, and they will transmit this to their children and grandchildren and so on. So this is the propaganda, you know. This is how these communist people are keeping people in ignorance. They do not want them to believe in God. They do not want them to believe in a supreme authority. Just like during the Second World War, you know what they were doing in Russia. They were those who were praying to church. Okay, you go to church and you pray, and try to get some bread in this way. And when they would not get any food, then the government will come and give them food. You pray to me, I'm your God, you know, I'm giving you the food. This is the same thing in China. Basically, they want the Communist Party to be seen as the supreme authority, as God, and communism to be seen as the only religion. So this is what we have to deal with here, you see. We have to preach against this kind of nonsense. So here we are, having a full-on fledged Srila Prabhupada Krishna temple with a full program and all, and then you get this thing right downstairs there trying to tell them that religions are bad. People here are not bad, they're just being misled, you know. They would actually accept religions and, you know, faith, but because of the government is repressing that, then they are being misled. So, while this is going on, we just had Gora Arti here. And just show you how the contrast is huge. So just now I'm coming out of the shipping company. I have met this Bhakta who's in China also. He's from America. And he's met the devotees when he was a teenager, some way back. And now he wants to start practicing again, so I'm shipping him Bhagavad Gita as it is, and a few other small books, as well as some chanting beads and chanting bag. So it's very nice. I hope he will be coming. He says that he will be coming to the temple and all. So I really hope that. And so while I was at the shipping company, they have to check what is in the box. So the guy that was checking this opened the box, and then he saw those small pamphlets that are called The Happiness of Krishna Consciousness. And then he just stopped packing it and just started to read, you know. And he turned around and he read the Maha Mantra, and he just stayed there reading it for about one minute or so. So I told him, just take one, you know. I say, if you want it, just take it. And then he didn't speak, and he just looked at me, you know, and smile, and then he continued reading. So we cannot calculate, we cannot understand how the Lord works. It's not possible. We tend to always want to understand things, you know, but how can we? You know, we tend to just understand causes and effect that are immediate. Just like I throw a ball and I break a window. Oh, I understand that. But how can you understand causes and effects that are, you know, separated over lapse of years, decades, centuries, lifetimes, you know, who knows? So, I mean, the spiritual master and Krishna, they understand that, but we don't. We just have to follow the instructions. That's the way it works. So we bought some equipment here. As you can see, we have a green screen and some lights. We want to try to be bringing income to the temple. Before I started my devotional life, I was in China. I was an English teacher. and I was making enough money. It was quite a good salary for China, and I didn't want to keep on teaching English. That's why I quit my job to become full-time, have a temple and all. I didn't want to be committed to a schedule where every Monday I would have a part-time job, for example, and then if there's a preaching trip or something, I would have to stay here. So the app that we use to give online classes of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, we can also use to put videos, and people can actually pay to follow your classes. So that's why we bought this. I will be recording some English classes that we can put online, and then it will just be bought, you know. So one classes only can be bought a couple hundreds of times. So by turning on those two lights, we get enough illumination. I also want to make more devotional videos to show Prabhupada's teachings. So that will be helpful also. So as you can see, the green screen is there. You can make it disappear and replace with something else. I want to use more of my time for video editing. I think it's a very nice way to preach. It's more interactive. People now, they tend to be very easily just distracted. You know, Facebook or YouTube, you have so many things. So by video, it's a bit more immersive. People can remember better the content. So with all your blessings, I hope I can be engaged in Prabhupada's service more in the future in this way. Hare Krishna. So it is early morning, around 6:15 now, and I will be going to pick up some fresh milk. So here we are. It's about a 20-minute drive by scooter from the temple. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Nisho Hare Krishna.
Oh, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, like
Krishna.
Krishna.
对了。
我有
So 1.5 liters of fresh milk. Doesn't make much, but this is what it is. To offer to Shishi Goranitai. We have crushed some cardamom seeds and done some powder. We flavored it. So let's offer this to the Lord soon. So 1.5 liter of raw fresh milk gives this amount of small burfi for a small shishi goranitai. Hari Hari Bol. Oh, the burfi was very, very good. First time I'm tasting burfi with fresh milk, and it was not even Indian cow, so I can just imagine how the burfi is made from fresh milk from Indian cows must taste. Anyway, now I'm here and I'm looking to buy a stainless steel sink so that we can wash properly the dishes in the temple, and also we want to be starting to do some prasadam distribution. So we want to be having like some equipment, big equipment, so that we can cook and distribute. I got inspired from one video that I saw of a Prabhu. I think he's in Europe, and he distributes to some university students. He cooks and then he puts the prasadam in one of those kind of cooler, you know, the one that to put the drinks. Normally they fill it with glasses, with ice, and then they leave like the sodas inside this. So he fills those cooler with prasadam, and then he just opens the back of his car and he starts serving, you know. So we want to be starting to do this. So here's the sink. This is one piece. This one is 2 pieces. So you see, this is like the small tank of gas, and then just with this, you connect it there. You got the fire coming out, and then you put a big wok on top of that or anything else. So that's what we need. Got a lot of things here, quite cheap also, not expensive. So I'm looking to buy some paper plates because we want to be doing some intense prasadam distribution. We bought some equipment, we got some big wok, and we got a good fire we can cook on. We really want to start to be distributing a lot of prasadam, like some fried noodles or something, and just go in the parks, because in the evening all over China the parks are filled with people. Actually, they finish to eat their dinner, and then they go out, and the grandparents, parents, and grandchildren all together in this way. So we want to be going there and distribute prasadam. Book distribution is not very possible here in the open like that, but prasadam distribution is possible. So we really want to be doing this. We hope by Prabhupada's mercy we can be engaged in this service. That's a nice way to distribute the Lord's mercy. Mahaprasad.